Okay, next step in your end of year process in PowerSchool is to get ready for your learning habits. There's a few steps in this process, so this may feel like the longest one we're going to go through, but I am going to go through it step by step to make sure we hit on everything. So as you can see where I'm at, I'm already in my gradebook. And the first thing that I'm going to do is come over here to the Create button, and I'm going to click on Create, and I'm going to create an assignment for the learning habits. This is different than how we did it at the touch point earlier in the semester. So do hang on, do bear with me, and do follow what I'm doing. I'm going to create one assignment. I'm going to push it out to every class, and I'm going to attach standards. So that's the overview of what we're going to do. Now here's kind of the micro steps. So I'm on the assignment tab. I'm going to come here under select classes, and I'm going to select every class that I teach in either a year-long course or semester 2. You do not have to select mini course, and an error on my part here, you do not have to select home base either. Okay, I'm just going to click away from that. The assignment name has to be very specific. So you can see what I'm typing here. It's learning habits, capital S, and a 2 with no space after words, but a space between each of the words in the name. Under select category, I'm going to choose report card. I do not want this to count in the final grade. And the only thing specific about the due date is it does have to be in the second semester. So it can be any date in the second semester. The date you're creating this assignment on is probably sufficient. I'm going to switch tabs. I'm going to go to the Standards tab. There will probably be a limited number of standards that are connected with all of your classes. What you can see here is I've actually got 2 different sets of learning habit standards. You're going to choose the ones that I'm choosing now that have RPST in the naming convention. They are the report card standards. Under the Publish tab, our last step is I'm going to choose Never as a publish date, and then I'm going to save and close. Okay. Learning Habits S2 is now created and as an assignment. When you're ready to actually enter the learning habits, this is your next step. So I'm going to click on this assignment. I'm in it for this course right here, but I should be able to switch between each of my courses, and that same assignment is present in each of those because I pushed this out to every one of my classes. If I go into a course to enter these, I'm going to click, for example, in the cell for Sophia. In this cell, this is the interpersonal skills learning habit for Sophia. And over here on the right, I have my different marks that I can choose for that. You're going to do that for each of the standards. This one is self-management. So there's your double checking point. And then you're going to ensure that in this score column, you put a collected check mark. This is an easy one to use your fill options on, so I'm able to fill that down to get that done for everybody just right out of the gate. And then I'm able to go into each of these individually and give them a learning habit as is needed. Okay, and the scores that are completed, you see they're shaded with yellow. The ones I still need to do are not. So that's how I'm going to enter those marks for those. Once I'm done with this one, I do want to make sure I save those scores and then move on as needed into the other classes and do the same. An easy thing to kind of get ticked off the checklist right out of the gate is to put that collected check mark in there and fill down, and then all you need to do is go through and enter the actual learning habits.